All right, all right. Hey, everybody. I don't know if anybody can hear me yet or not. We'll find out in just a second. I'm opening up the stream now. But how's it going? All right, let me quickly send out some invites. I forgot that step. But how's it going? All right, very good. It looks like we're working just fine, just fine. I have a tendency for some reason every time I put on my headphones, I forget the little switch here and end up muting myself. So there's 1, 2. We send 2 invites via mail, and then we will copy to clipboard the link and head on over to the despicable Twitter and send something out on Twitter. You guys know I don't go to Twitter for anything. All right, let me see here. I want to get the right one. There we go. And now, because he won't see it unless I send him a text, I'm going to text Kodiak and let him know that we're streaming. Because for some reason, I need to hold his hand, make sure he gets the request. All right. Streaming now in all caps. Boom. Sent. All right. Of course he's in there listening. What's up, Kodiak? How's it going, man? All right, what does he say? He says, I didn't have phone or internet service when I'm at home. Go to McDonald's to follow Dan's show. I love it when you hold my hand. Aw, that's so cute. How's it going, Kodiak? Hope everything's going well with you. All right, we got everything up and running. Cool. I do have not an illustration, but a character I want to do some work on. Let me set that up real quick. We'll get that started. I'm just going to use regular scratch paper. He says, I wouldn't get the meeting. My phone is still shut off. No blanket shut off. Oh, man, that sucks. Well, I miss you anyway, man. I miss you anyway. You know, it's really not a live stream without you. We do this all the time without him. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, let me switch cameras real quick. Can you guys hear the cat? She's being very loud. I don't know why. All right. There we go. Oh, he said Winn-Dixie using Wi. What? Call in from Winn-Dixie? Oh wait, are you on your computer at Winn-Dixie? If your phone's not working? Goodness gracious, man. You have issues. I don't know what to tell you. Oh well. All right. Actually, I had some reference over here I wanted to use. Let me open this up real quick. Do-do-do. He says no. All right, well, at least you're getting to follow along with my melodious voice. I'm on my phone's Wi-Fi and at Winn-Dixie. Okay. That stinks. I thought I had a... Hey, Ruben Guzman. How's it going? Let's see here. Looking for some reference. I know I had... Yeah, that'll work. All right. Sometimes you have to be inspired. And Dear. He says, until my wife gets out of the store, I'm leaving you all alone. Oh, that's so nice. I hate being left alone, but it's okay. I was thinking about you recently, Kodiak. Hadn't seen you in such a long time. Has more to do with not seeing anybody, really. Actually, I did see Todd just a week ago or so when he was in town visiting. That was nice. Be able to catch up with him and the family. You know, it's funny. My store has become kind of the hangout spot for the family. We kind of all meet up there every now and then. And last Sunday, was it last Sunday or the Sunday before that Todd was in town? He came in, he and his wife and the kids. And then my daughter was there and her boyfriend, and Mike was there and me. And it was like, it was kind of fun in the fact that, you know, we had a kind of a little family reunion. And I did tell Mike that I probably should have like put a sign up on the door and closed the store. Put a sign up that says for it, because I was busy talking to Todd and not paying attention to the customers, and it was kind of bad. But oh well, that happens. All right. Just getting basic outline for a character. Nothing fancy. But there's a character in, actually she appears in book 1. She's part of the story within a story in book 1, in which we're introduced to her character, and she is in the backup story in book 2. Let's see who's here. Oh, Avery's here. What's up, man? How's it going? You there? You sound tired.
Headaches.
What?
I said headaches.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Ugh.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. That doesn't sound like fun.
It is what it is.
I had a kind of a funny story. I was telling the wife that my eye had been bothering me, and I was curious as whether or not when I was sleeping, if my eye was opening while I was sleeping, because every morning it's like I'm not getting any rest with my eye. My eye still hurts and is sore and so forth. Mm-hmm. So I asked her, I said, well, when you come to bed and I'm already asleep, check my eye and see if my eye's open. And when I made the request of her, I didn't really think it through on how she would do that, because usually, you know, I'm in the bedroom and the light's off and it's dark in there, you know, that type of thing. I didn't know if she would turn the overhead light on or what, but in the middle of the night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, she turned the flashlight on her cell phone and she shoved it in my face, and obviously my eye was open because she said I jumped out of bed like somebody had lit a fire on me, and I rolled over, took the covers, and shoved my face into the pillow. And she said I didn't say nothing, but it was like somebody took a flashlight and just shoved it right in your eye while you're sleeping. And so obviously when I'm sleeping, my eye is open. So I need to get like a sleep mask or something to help with that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Very stupid, but well, you know me.
Yeah. Hey, Kodiak, if you're still there, I haven't forgot about you. I'll ink your drawing soon once I get I got to get an appointment and get some new glasses, so it'll help with these headaches.
Oh, is it the Lobo drawing that he did?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna ink that. I just haven't yet because these headaches have laid me out.
Oh, yeah. He says, "Oh, dude, that sucks."
They're nasty. Like the combination of eye strain, tension, and sinus headaches. I can deal with one at a time, but having all three all the time.
Yeah. Is there any medicine you can take? Or is it, no?
No, I can help it a little bit.
Hey, Todd's here.
That messed up place in my neck causes the tension headaches.
Yeah.
And the eye strain, it's like my vision's just always a little bit blurry.
What's up, Todd?
How's it going?
So,
Not too bad.
I finally today got stuff in the mail to Phil to send that original art from the auction.
Oh, okay.
And from what the people bought for the perk, send it to him.
Avery, I recorded EVS's praise of you, by the way.
Yeah, he was very nice. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
He was so nice.
Yeah, I recorded it for you.
Oh, cool.
So when did this happen?
At the auction.
Oh, okay. Okay, very cool.
Phil sold my the card illustration for me because he was selling other stuff from the art from the campaign.
Would you like to see it, Andrew?
The video?
Yeah. I have it right here.
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
funny. It's funny. He was super, super nice.
Yeah,
dude, he literally said he loved you. Like, he's like, I love that guy. All right, you share that.
Ethan's really nice most of the time, man. He really is. He's a nice dude.
He is a nice dude. Now, if I hit this, are you guys gonna be able to hear the audio?
I don't know. We'll see if you.
Can you hear that?
Nope. Oh, wait a minute.
Real low. It's real low.
Really low.
And I don't know why it's double speed. It's playing weird. Oh, you know what? That's probably my fuck up. I watched. I'm an idiot. I watched the things at like double speed, and I think it recorded at double speed. So my bad, dude. I can go back and do it again. But yeah, you got absolute love from EVS on this.
Oh, I appreciated it.
And what did you end up selling? Like 200, 240?
240?
Yeah. Congratulations, Avery.
Very good. Very, very good.
I'm sorry. My one thing I failed. I was like, I'll record it for him. And it's like, of course, I record at the speed of the YouTube video that when I actually watch it, which is double speed.
Sorry.
Dillard says, "Yoo-hoo, look who's talking too." I don't know what that's about.
The movie. Look who's talking too.
He's watching Look Who's Talking Too. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I understood that.
He says it's a veritable who's who of who's that. Yeah, we're that interesting. All right, I'm going back to my drawing.
My children are exhausted, so I apologize if you hear them crying in the background.
Doesn't sound like crying. It sounds like they're happy it's Friday.
Well, they're supposed to be in bed, so.
Oh.
Although I think, well, the little one of them is trying to pee or poo or something, so it's okay.
All right, I got to show you guys something. Every now and then I'll grab a comic to take and go read while I go into the bathroom. Yeah, so I'm looking at, this is an issue of Terra Obscura this was published by, it's America's Best Comics. I'm not sure if it was DC at that point or if it was still Image at that point. It might have been Image. But what I thought was interesting is I flipped to the back and there was some advertisements Yeah, it had to be Image Comics at the time. But there's an advertisement for Kurt Busiek and Carlos Pacheco's Aerosmith, and Warren Ellis's Tokyo Storm Warning. And they're both labeled as cliffhanger imprints. Do you guys remember those being cliffhanger books? I mean, I don't. And then there's
I don't
another
remember
one in
those
here.
books at all.
I bought some of the Aerosmith ones when it came out.
Yeah, me too. And then there's another one for Jeff Johns, Chris Grimminger, and Liam Sharp's Possessed. Also a cliffhanger book.
I don't remember any of those being cliffhanger books.
Yeah, I know. That was the thing that was really weird because I remember it was Danger Girl, Crimson, and Battle Chasers, and then they brought on Steampunk.
Yeah.
I don't remember these three at all.
No, maybe they changed it. Maybe they were testing it out.
But here's the funny thing. Tokyo Storm Warning, when it was collected as a graphic novel, I think it was only 2 issues. I don't know if you remember or not, but it was collected with another 2-issue limited series from Warren Ellis. Do you remember what that was?
Not at all.
It was Warren Ellis and Cully Hamner's Red. Because when you bought the graphic novel for Red, it was a flip book with Tokyo Storm Warnings, because these were only like 2-issue series. I think maybe Red might have been 3 issues, but it wasn't enough to fill out a whole trade, so they collected the 2 stories together. But I don't remember Red being a cliffhanger book either.
Interesting.
Isn't that fascinating? I mean, I remember these series, but I don't remember them being part of Cliffhanger, which was an imprint that I absolutely, I adored everything that was coming out from them at the time when it first started, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to do some digging and find out, more about what was going on with that imprint back then.
Yeah.
All right, we're done drawing for the moment. So how you guys doing?
Doing all right.
Yeah, how's the wife and kids?
Everyone's doing good. We're just getting ready for the weekend. I'm beat. Just been working my ass off all week, so it's like I'm getting ready for this big launch in November, and it's like a lot of pressure and all that good stuff.
It's really weird. We because I have to use my vacation time before the end of the year, and since I didn't go to New York this year, I have extra time. So what I'm doing is I'm taking half days on Fridays. So I'm wrapping up at around 1:00 on Friday. So I have, the rest of my day to do running around and doing stuff. And I really like it. I wish I could do it even more. Just take half Fridays off every day. Friday.
Why can't you?
Because I got work to do.
On what?
I have work to do.
What?
A job, the one that pays me? Heaven forbid. I went to the mailbox today, and I guess I hadn't been to the mailbox in like 3 days, and it was just stacked filled with voting flyers and postcards and all this kind of stuff. And I wish there was a way that the parties would allow you to pay like a small, make a donation to them, and then they not send you anything during the election season. Instead of sending you something to get you to donate to them so that they could send out more flyers, let me pay like a little fee. Let me pay like a $25 fee, and then don't send me anything. Remove me from your list. I'd be willing to pay it. But I got one today. Actually, it's in my wife's name. I love these. I think they're so funny. This is a handwritten one. And I wanted to read it to you guys. It says, "Hello, Jennifer. Thank you," and thank you's underlined. It says, "For being a previous voter. Who you vote for is secret, but whether you vote is public information. After the election, November 3rd, local organizations may follow up with you on your voting record. Regards." And then there's somebody's scribbled name. But I love this kind of voter. I wouldn't say it's intimidation, but it's definitely, hey, we know whether you vote or not.
Oh yeah, I got.
We're gonna reach out to you afterwards to talk about your vote.
Oh, that's nothing.
I don't know if it's fake or not, but some people, it does seem, are getting voter intimidation.
Oh yeah. Well, there was the stuff in the news, but yeah, bring it on. I know I played it, Todd. I know I played it for you, but I got a call from a Democratic booster wanting to find out who I was supporting, and I told him, and he was like really, really, really depressed to hear what I had to say.
I sent you a link.
You did? All right. Is it
true
thing?
Giuliani got busted doing something?
Mm-mm.
No, they keep making stuff up. Oh, guys, I don't even know if I want to talk about this or not, but I had a conversation with a truly liberal voter. Today, somebody who is crazy, who's just insane, and I'm related to this person. And here's the funny thing of what we were talking about. We were talking about the debate last night, and the subject of the kids in cages came up, right? And I said, "Yeah, I know. I thought it was a great line. Who built the cages?" And she goes, "Yeah, well, it was Trump that built the cages." I said, "No." I said, "There's pictures of kids in cages." And the person said, "Yeah, I know that. Trump put them in the cages." I said, "No, those photos were from 2014 under Obama and Biden." And the person said, "No, they weren't." I said, "This is a known fact. What are you talking about, crazy?"
I'll be right back. I'll be sorry to cut you off, buddy. I'll be right back. Like I'm being called. I'll be right back.
Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, just hand it here.
Kitten is demanding it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My wife brought me a apple turnover breakfast thing that's Danish that supposedly the kitten's trying to get. Kittens.
Tooth and nail.
Tooth and nail. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, what it was that Todd shared with me is the Donald Trump Watch website. I don't know if you know anything about that, but it's a place where you can browse and see who donated to what they call Americans that donated to a vulgar, lying draft dodger and tax cheat. Mm-hmm. For you to search out from the FEC records to find out your neighbors who have donated to him. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. But
all right, I'm back.
Yeah,
it's what we do to ourselves. So
what's that?
I was just telling them what the website was you sent me. I'm not sharing it, but
yeah, those pictures go back to Obama, and the policy goes back to Clinton.
Yeah, what's so funny is the person I was talking to was like, "No, that was all Trump." And I said, "No, it's not. It's public knowledge that the photos were from the Obama era." And they're like, "No, they're not." I said, "Oh my God, I can't talk to you anymore." I almost walked out, and then they convinced me to stay so I could do what it was I was there for. But I had to talk to crazy, and it drove me mad. And of course, this is a person related to me. Well, it's a person who sired me. Oh, I feel pity for the other person in that relationship because they have to put up with it.
That's the point of this Marxist stuff. It's to hollow people out. They won't believe anything.
Yeah, I am going to be so glad when this is all over.
Yeah.
I'm going to be glad when my mailbox is empty. I'll be glad when there's no more commercials on the stupid TV.
The crime bill they complain about that's put a lot of people in jail. It's like Biden wrote it.
Did you guys watch that debate? I thought about live streaming it, but I didn't.
I have no reason to watch it.
It was entertaining.
There's no reason to watch any of that for me. I already know.
All right, Nighthawk's out of here. See you later, Nighthawk.
Later.
Yeah, see, we're talking politics. I shouldn't do that. Matter of fact, we're going to stop right now. Let's talk about something else.
I'm looking at Penthouse Comics.
You are? Why would you do that?
I'm looking for Jason Pearson's run. I forgot that Adam Hughes did a whole thing in it.
He did. All those guys did
Yeah, they
stuff
all
in
did.
there.
Yeah, I didn't know. I completely forgot that Kevin Nolan was in the first issue.
Yep.
His was awesome, man.
Penthouse Comics got a lot of heavy hitter talent to start out with.
It did.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find like some good Pearson artwork other than
Body bags.
body bags. And I remember like the covers you know that you picked up from that I picked up from you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like I cannot remember. I mean, I'm sitting here, and they're in the other room, and I can't remember what the covers were, and I can't remember what they were.
That X-Men annual he did was pretty good with Executioner.
It was.
Oh yeah, what was that?
I don't remember what year, but it was the first appearance I think of Executioner. I think, and he
Right, it was.
and he cracked open Colossus's armor.
Yeah, it originally was bagged with a trading card.
Was it Uncanny or was it X-Men?
No, it was Uncanny.
It was a 64, right? 63. I mean, like
No, it was an annual.
Yeah, but it was from the original. It was tied to the original run.
Yes.
Because all those annuals. Okay, so let's see. A first appearance, Executioner. That was a good issue. His stuff is weirdly hard to find.
Well, honestly, there's not really a lot of it. So,
Yeah, I know.
this was an interesting article that I read. It's actually, I didn't even realize that it was as old as it is. Well, October 22nd. That was what, yesterday? Damn. Nomad Kodiak. What's up, Kodiak?
So how bad is this sound?
You sound great. You can't see nothing, but it sounds great.
I'm at McDonald's.
You're at
That's
McDonald's?
Yeah, that's why I'm Nomad Kodiak.
Well, we missed you, Brother Bear. We missed you.
Brother!
That's right. But there was an article here. Let me share it with you real quick. I just want to read it, just because, we'll make the stream relevant for something, right?
No.
We
It
don't
says-
come here for relevancy.
It says DC Comics didn't drop UCS. UCS dropped DC Comics. It says a couple of days ago, Bleeding Cool broke the news that the distribution arrangement between DC Comics and UCS Comics distributor was no more. We reported DC Comics drops UCS Comics distribution for Lunar, and we were totally 100% wrong. DC Comics didn't drop UCS. UCS dropped DC Comics. Basically, it seems that Midtown Comics, owners of UCS, had enough of dealing with DC Comics as a distribution level at least, and quit rather than renew their contract with DC, which begs the question, are they still going to be a distributor? Are they still going to distribute comics? Because DC was really their only client, or at least as far as I knew.
I don't care.
Yeah. And now Lunar will have the whole of DC Comics distribution monopoly to themselves. I think it's funny that Rich Johnson would put that in here. Unless someone else of a similar size decides to volunteer their services. Now, I found it very hard to get anyone to go on the record with any of this. Lots of retailers, just stupid ads. See, lots of retailers and publishers want to keep their options open and everyone sweet, as well as certain NDAs in operation, but there's someone who doesn't really care who he annoys. And no, this time it's not Dennis Berger or Lawrence Daughtry. No, not Brian Hibbs either. Congratulations on your recent medical news, Brian. Okay. It's legendary Texas comic book retailer Buddy Saunders of Lone Star Comics and of My Comic Shop website, the only person who could probably fill Midtown Comics shoes for DC right now, who wrote the following in his newsletter. And what I think is funny about this statement, he goes, a DC Comics distribution throws in the towel. UCS, the distribution arm of Midtown Comics, has thrown in the towel. Wait a minute. Midtown Comics, are they even still open right now? I guess Todd, you'd not know, but you know
I mean,
anybody who
yeah,
knows up there?
I don't know. I mean, probably not.
He says, has thrown in the towel, telling DC Comics they just can't take it anymore. It means that all DC Comics distribution falls to Lunar Distribution. We and other comic retailers are petitioning DC to resume distribution through Diamond Comics Distribution. You remember, the one distributing monopoly that really is a monopoly? But funny. Lunar has actually done an excellent job thus far, but our industry will be better served with 2 distributors for retailers to choose from. Competition breeds better service. Our DC Comics arrived pretty late this week. We just got them today, but the failure wasn't on Lunar's part, but rather FedEx, which is error routing our pallets to someplace in Arkansas, but putting them on the wrong truck. And I find it interesting that they even mentioned that. Why would you say your comics were delivered late when you're talking about a distributor, only to say, oh, by the way, it wasn't their fault. I just brought it up because, I'm petty and a bitch. And then here's the funny part that Rich writes. He says, which basically is what I've been hearing. Not about the truck, but that it was UCS's decision to no longer distribute DC rather than DC's. I also understand that Buddy, who initially a little put out that my comic shop hadn't been approached by DC in the same way DCBS and Midtown Comics were. Maybe this might be their chance. Do you guys remember Buddy in the very beginning when DC decided to leave Diamond and go through different distributors? He was one of the more outspoken ones to completely rag on DC. Talking about how it was a stupid decision, it was bad, they shouldn't do it. And now all of a sudden Rich is like, hey, why don't you let him help out and be a distributor? He wants a piece of that sweet pie. These shill media people are sickening. Especially Rich Johnson.
Yeah, he's a slimy son of a bitch.
Oh, well. There was something else that was going on in here. Let me see. Something else about DC. Lunar restricts DC Comics distribution, no eBay stores or buying clubs. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, well. I'll have to read that article. I think that's something that came out today. But shakeups in the comic industry once again.
Oh, it'll shake up for another couple of years and then it'll die a miserable death.
Well, I was actually rooting for DCBS, I think I have heard nothing but good stuff about them, and for them to take over as a distributing partner with DC, I thought that was a great opportunity for them.
DCBS seems like a good company. I think they'll be around. I think they'll continue. There's so much back stock. There's so much backlog of books. It's got 50, 60 years 80 years of comics. Like that business will be fine, I think.
Yeah. Fish, Dillard away, always fish, says Arthur. Kodiak, what the hell's that about?
He was asking what kind of meat he's camping.
You do on your long spiel of ignoring chat.
No. He says, I'm going to roast some meat over a campfire.
Yeah,
we've only been on for 30 minutes, guys. Give me a break, okay?
It was 2 hours ago.
It's an hour and a half ago, man.
I'm glad to know you guys cannot tell time. That's one thing you guys have in common with dogs. You can't tell time.
I tell you about when we went camping, we went catfishing at Hannah Park, and I caught a gator.
Really?
Yeah, we had a strong light, a beam light, so I could see his eyes, and my wife's freaking out. And I'm like, no, he's off the shore. He can smell my chicken in the water. And he kept getting closer and closer to where I knew my line was. So we catch a catfish. It was a good size. I was actually very surprised we kept that one. I'm like all anxious to catch another one, and I throw it out. And all of a sudden, I see, a few minutes pass, and I see his eyes disappear. And I'm like, where'd the gator go? Now I'm nervous, but not nervous. Not like he's going to get us, just like, boom, something hit it. At first, I thought it was just a catfish, but it was so heavy. So I'm sitting there trying to break my line because all of a sudden I see his tail flip up. When I set the hook, I see him. I know I got the gator, and I'm like, fuck. You know, Hannah Park has lots of gators. They're usually well fed, but gators will eat anytime they get a chance to. So I'm sitting there trying to break this Walmart bought cheap ass, you know, I don't know what the weight on this fishing line is, but it couldn't be that much because it was on the reel when I bought the rod and reel. So I'm sitting there just trying to break it, and I eventually had to bite it and snap it because he was not coming up. He was not, and I didn't want him to either. I didn't want to say hey to the gator. I was just trying to break him off. But
How big of a gator was he?
he could have been up to 10 feet. I mean, if you go to, you see them all the time in Hannah Park during the day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're huge. But
now when you said you were catfishing, the first thought I thought of was getting into the water with your bare hands and grabbing fish.
Oh no, noodling? Hell no.
Yeah. What's a Sasquatch Belushi?
I made it up. Well, I didn't make it up. Someone I thought it made it up, and it was pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Is it a reference to anything that we need to know about?
No.
Okay.
It's just 2 words. I mean, I could change it. I just like coming up with words that, like, sound weird together.
I think you're trying to come up with a name for a comic company. What was that last one? There was Sweaty Yeti. I remember that one.
Sweaty Yetis were pretty good. I like that one.
Beefy Cheeto.
It'll Sweaty Yeti stays in your mind.
Yeah, Sweaty Yeti does.
It definitely does. Oh. Well, I don't know if I told you guys I had gotten my order of bags and boards in. I got 1,000 bags and boards in. So I started bagging and boarding comics for the store. And I had so many of them, I had to make videos. And I ended up making, like in 3 days time, made 6 videos. So I had 2 that went up today, 2 that'll go up tomorrow, and 2 that'll go up Sunday. And then I've still got 2 more videos worth of stacks here of comics. I just got tons and tons of comics. I think I'm going to have some type of sale next weekend for Halloween.
Let's see. Don't hide it, buddy. Like, share.
It's just a big stack.
I want to see your big stack.
Of course you do.
Wow.
You guys want to look at some comics?
No.
But see, they're all bagged and boarded. I probably should.
Avery isn't. Not really. No. Totally
Yeah,
don't.
I know he's not into that. He's not into that. All right.
Oh, you totally me tubing.
No, I am not. Rush Limbaugh actually asked whether or not Tubin was a large enough of a personality that would become a term for something. You know, like a Lewinsky.
Oh, yeah.
I think it could, especially if you're using it on my channel, you know?
We have the reach.
Hey, Andrew, is it too early in the show to ask you how you felt the debate went last night?
I thought it was great. I had a good time watching it.
I did too. I ended up not. Yeah. All right, what do you got?
So here's a stack. Here's a stack of comics. Let's see. We've got Justice League of America number 60. I don't think that has any relevance at all to anything that's happening, but issue of Flashpoint. Kind of cool. Andy Kuert on art. Flashpoint, Lois Lane, and the Resistance, number 1. I think I have all 3 of these, so I may do a bundle set of that. Got a whole bunch of these Buffy the Vampire Slayers. This is issue 20. Here's a couple of Angel and Faith. This is issue number 1 from Dark Horse. Issue number 2. Back to Buffy, number 7. Avengers number 34 point. I hate it when they do these numberings. 34.2. I mean, what the heck is that? You know?
I don't.
Oh, but hey, Todd, this one's got art
I
by
was
Ben
wondering when
Gal.
it was gonna happen. I was wondering when Avery's head was gonna explode because this
Dude, with
is
the headaches I've been having, I've been praying for it to just go ahead and explode.
We're talking
Oh,
about
dude.
modern comics, so trust me, it won't take long at all. But Todd, did you notice this one's got art by Bengal?
Oh, that's cool.
That's kind of cool.
34.2. Is that
No, it's technically not 34.2. It's technically 034.2.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
You got to be specific. I mean,
We have issue number 40. Back to Dark Horse Comics, we have Angel number 4 with a Jeff Matsuda cover. We got the free comic book day edition of DC Superhero Girls. I'll set that one aside for you, Kodiak.
What's
Oh,
funny
okay.
is
Got
I'm not interested in that shit at all.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We have
Which one is it? What was it?
the DC Superhero Girls.
Yeah.
It's to promote
Now,
a toy line.
Is it the one that was them in high school? It's like that, isn't
Yes,
it? Yeah,
yes.
because of Bumblebee. Yeah, actually, my daughter kind of liked it for a moment, and then she got into
Oh.
heavier stuff. She got into she's like, okay, this, they like it for like a second, but
Yeah. We have Spider-Verse number 1. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the Origin number 1 from Dark Horse. We got from IDW Spike Asylum issue 1 cover B, which I guess is the photo cover. Because this is the regular edition, issue 2. Oh, that's kind of a cool cover.
I used it as a gateway drug into comics. Ooh, what's that? That looks. Oh, that's
Tokyo
what's his
Ghost.
face?
Oh, yeah. Issue number
What's-
5.
Yeah, that's
Sean
that's,
Gordon Murphy. Yeah.
Soy Gordon
Yep.
Murphy, yes.
Yep, but that book is a good
I've lost a
looking book.
lot of respect for that dude.
We
Yeah.
have the Astonishing X-Men sketchbook from Simon Bianchi and Salvador LaRocca. For anybody interested in that.
Well, at least he's not irredeemable because I see myself in him. I remember how hard it was when I started, I guess, for lack of better term, waking up. Realizing. Let's use realizing. I like that term better.
We've got Sin City Ellen back. A Sin City love story, issue number 7 of 9. Battlestar Galactica number 4 from Dynamite. It's a nice cover. I'm thinking I was going to say this is a Mark Brooks cover, but maybe it's not.
it looks like a Mark Brooks cover.
It does kind of, but I don't think it is. This is issue number 4 as well. And this is issue number 4, the photo variant. 7 to Eternity, issue number 9, from Rick Remender and Jerome Opeña.
Are you gonna find anything good in this?
We're getting there, hopefully. We had the free comic book day of Absolution, I believe. Nope. The free comic book day Worlds of Aspen from 2014. Another one I'll put aside for Kodiak. The new 52 Future End issue 0. Wasn't this didn't Uncle E do some stuff in here?
I don't know.
Maybe it was another something else, but we have Justice
I
League.
don't recall him doing any future Batman Beyond stuff.
See issue number 23.4. So even DC was involved in this dot numbering. But this was actually for the shiny, what is it called? Lenticular covers. Yeah. We have Angel Old Friends number 4 and 5.
It's like
And
you went for
5.
the gayest shit you could find.
It is. It's like he
Well-
purposely wanted to make your headache worse.
This
Because
is all.
he's given me one.
These are all part of that collection.
It's all girl comics.
here we go.
There's
Except
one.
like this.
We've got
Hey,
Peter
isn't that
Parker,
the
the
first Eddie
Spectacular
Brock?
Spider. This one? No, I don't think
That's
so.
the first Venom. Yeah.
No,
Open it
no.
Yes, there's something special. There's something special about that book. Open it up.
All right, I'll double
either
check.
the
it, but
first-
I don't think it was.
Yeah, it's the first silhouette or something of Eddie Brock.
We have X-Men and the Micronauts number 1 with a Jackson Butch Geist cover. Who's Who in Star
Was he
Trek.
Was he
From,
going with
DC?
Jackson or Butch?
In this issue, it's Butch. We have
Oh,
RoboCop
the
versus
beautiful
Terminator number 3.
God, I love
Frank
those
Miller
books.
and Walter Simonson.
That's a good book.
Yeah.
Lone Wolf and Cub number 38 from First Publishing with the Michael Plug cover.
I hear a lot of Comicscapers mention that book. What is that about?
Lone Wolf and Cub. It's a
Oh,
classic.
dude.
It's a classic manga.
Huh.
This one had a
Gotta
Matt
check it out.
Wagner cover. Yeah.
It's really good. I had the whole run. I gave it to Andrew for a store.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with it yet.
Wonder what happened to it.
This is issue number 30, also with a Matt Wagner cover. We've got a World's Finest
Oh, that's
Comics
pretty.
featuring Superman and Batman, number 290. Where Strikes Dalagron. I have no idea who that is.
Who did the cover?
It says Hannigan. Yeah.
Pretty
It
cool.
looks like a Frank Miller.
We have a issue 37 of New Mutants. This is Rick Leonardi with inks by Crazy Uncle Bill, part of the Secret Wars 2 crossover. From Image Comics, we have Cannibal number 1. We have from Dark Horse, Hellboy, The Crooked Man number 1 of 3 with art by Richard Corbin.
Hellboy.
Yeah. Monstrous from Image Comics. I don't know what issue number this is. Let me see what it says. It looks like issue number 6. It's really pretty. We have The Authority Kev number 1 from Wildstorm with art by Glenn Fabre and written by Garth Ennis.
I can't believe you own a comic book store and you didn't even realize you had a key issue in that pile.
Yeah, I don't think that's a key issue, but
It
I'll
is.
double
It's
check.
the first Venom Eddie Brock.
And I'll double check. This is Star Wars Adventures number 1. There's like multiple covers for this issue, and this, believe it or not, this sells great in the store. A lot of people like these fun Star Wars adventure comics. We got Harrow County number 6. I don't know what happened recently, but in the guidebook, Harrow County number 1 like just tripled overnight. So I'm not sure if maybe there's a TV series or something like that happening or announcement about it. But
With a super talent boy like Cullen Bunn on it.
well, it's got Tyler Crook on art, and his art's pretty great.
I have no idea who that is. Man. I'm sorry, I really don't.
You know what? I was going to say last but not least, but I actually have a couple of these, so let me grab them over here. This is Batman versus Predator 2 with art by Paul Galassi.
They started jumping the shark after
This is issue 1, issue 3, and issue 2.
Although I love that color.
So I'm missing
What
one.
happened to Paul Galassi.
He's still around, believe it or not.
But like, what happened to him with that book? That looks like crap.
What are you talking about? This is him
What are you
in
talking
his
about?
prime.
It looks awful.
Oh, go back to sleep.
It looks awful.
Now,
I'll be
that's
right back, guys.
Like
all right.
before that, his stuff looked better than that.
Yeah, his stuff was always stiff to me, you know?
Now,
Yeah,
that's
but
only,
still, he had a lot of potential.
it gets creepy sitting in a parking lot at my McDonald's, guys.
Should
I just looked around and nobody was around. And I'm like, fuck, what the hell?
you should be recording comic book reviews in your car.
In your car. Oh, like your boy Zach.
Yeah.
That's funny. That it's a completist key issue, but it's an issue. It's Eddie Brock. It's the one where he's like slamming his fist. I think, if my memory's right, he's slamming his fist together, looking at the wall. But I might be wrong, and it might be something else. And I just know that has some kind of key, some kind of small little nugget in it. That's a first appearance or second appearance.
Nugget.
The only thing comic price guide says about it, and it's only a $3 issue, is that it's a sin eater appearance.
Huh.
So
Oh, maybe that's where Brock gets Sin Eater either killed or. I just remember it back in the day.
it's
I had
part
it.
it's part of the Death of Jean DeWolf storyline. This is part 2.
That might be what it is. Is I had it. And it has something to do with Sin Eater, which is why Eddie Brock hated Spider-Man. Remember, my childhood was living that Todd McFarlane Spider-Man Venom thing.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Well, I'm just flipping through it. I
can't remember what it is now. Maybe I just had it, and I just, like I said, the Sin Eater thing.
Maybe you just wanted to waste my damn time.
You
That's
flipped
all right.
through a comic book, and it's a classic one.
There's no such thing as a waste of time when you get to flip through a comic, so you're right.
Unless
What?
it's some of the other stuff you had in that pile.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff there's some stuff in that pile, man. That's definitely a waste of time.
Oh, you know what? It's funny. The very next comic in the stack was DC Universe Online, issue number 11, with has art by Mike S. Miller in it.
Burn it.
And issue 10 too. Oh no, this is
They made a comic to go with that online shit.
yes,
Of course they did.
of course they did. Oh, you know what was right down here that I missed?
What's that, man?
It was like the third or fourth book in the series. This is a huge key issue for me. This is the X-Men Annual number 9.
Mm-hmm.
This was the very first X-Men comic I ever bought.
So, did you ever notice that Stephen Platt abandoned his style that made him famous, and then he quit comics? Like, I just got this whole set of stuff that was Stephen Platt, and I was excited to crack it open, and it didn't look like him at all. I mean, every now and then you'd get an angular character like what I was looking for, but the veins are gone, the grittiness is gone. It was just like, they buffed and polished the Stephen Platt out of him.
I really was not a fan of Stephen Platt, even at the height of his popularity, which was very, very short.
Yeah.
Most people know it lasted like 3 months and then it was over.
Yeah.
And I think that's because he was on Moon Knight and he was getting, people were just like going crazy for him. It was rumored that he was going to he was going to move over to Cable, which he would have been fantastic on Cable.
Oh, that would have been.
But then Rob Liefeld grabbed him and pulled
Snatched
him
him
away
up.
from Marvel, and he went to Image, did a few things over there, and then he disappeared.
Yep. And then he did something in the 2000s, which was like his last book, which is like a sword and sorcery book, and it looks nothing like him.
Yeah.
You know, he directs movies now, according to Dan. So.
Oh, really?
So he's not even interested in going back into comic books.
Probably not enough money.
Yeah. I just think Dan is doing it for the love of the old school.
That's what's happened to a lot of people. It's not enough money.
Yeah.
There's all these dudes that are $1,000 a page. They can't afford them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus they want royalties. Well, the books don't sell hundreds of thousands of copies anymore, so there's no royalties.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video that your boy Zach made about Brett Schoonover's comment on Twitter?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
No.
It was about the fact that Brent was kind of like complaining. Well, he wasn't complaining. He was just commiserating in the fact that he had a new book coming out and he missed the days of going to conventions and meeting people and doing in-store signings when you put out a new book. And nowadays that doesn't happen.
Well, no, he was saying that he can't promote his book.
Right. And he was talking about going to conventions and doing in-store signings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And your boy Zach was like screaming at the top of his lungs, "What are you talking about? There's lots of different places to go." And hell, you're posting this on Twitter. That's a fantastic place, even though Twitter's garbage. It's a fantastic place to promote your new projects, But oh well.
All right, love you guys. I gotta drop out. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
All right, take it easy, Kodiak. Bye.
Later. Bye.
Later, buddy.
I'm looking at it was Jason Pearson circa 1995. That's about what it was.
You know what I really liked about Jason Pearson? The thing that brought me into Jason Pearson was his run on Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, I know.
Which granted, his art style got so much better because he was kind of he was a little bit of a Keith Giffen clone back then.
Mm-hmm.
The way he was setting up the pages and so forth, but it was so distinct and stylized, and I just really liked it.
He had this window. I'm learning. I mean, like in the moment, it seemed like such a long period of time, but hindsight being what it is, like they really had. He had like a window of about 2 years where I was just like, everything he did was like he nailed the style to me, and then he changed it into that cartoony stuff, like right after Body Bags, right? But like this, like check this out. I mean, you guys will remember this.
He's crazy slow.
It's like one of my all-time favorite images.
Oh yeah,
right.
Wasn't that from like the trading cards, or was that a pinup?
I think that was a trading card.
Okay.
Right, and then like let me see, where's the other? Like this one of Vampirilla is just awesome. It's like cartoonish, but not. Like it's kind of a blended style. Andrew.
Oh, yep, I'm getting there. Sorry. Yeah.
Right. It's like rendered, but cartoony. But it's just it's like a sweet spot, you know.
Oh, here's the one you were looking for.
Yeah, that issue is really good.
That's from I can't tell. My vision sucks.
Annual. It was number 17.
Number 17. Yeah.
Yeah, like this was. You remember this too, I'm sure. Hold on.
I'm fairly certain I've got a copy of that in the store somewhere. Oh yeah. Do you know what that was? Janet Jackson. An homage to? Yes.
Yeah, Janet Jackson. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Rolling Stone cover now.
Yep. Pretty sure that cover's been done. Hell, I did it with Wonder Woman. I'm not Wonder Woman, an Invisible Woman, where actually she's holding her own chest, but her hands are invisible, so you're seeing through her. But
I just love how it's like it's cartoony, but then it's rendered like it's realistic.
Yep.
That's a real specific original thing, you know.
What's he doing nowadays? Do we know?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Is he on Instagram?
He's insane. He can't complete anything. Nothing. I can't think of most.
He was doing covers for a while.
Yeah, most of the stuff he's worked on is incomplete or come out super late, and everybody forgot about it.
Yeah,
that's true. Didn't he did like a Body Bags Kickstarter or something, and it didn't. I don't think he ever delivered.
Yeah, I think people are still waiting on that.
Mm-hmm. Which sucks because I would, if he had actually put the book out, I would have bought it.
He was working on that for years, man. The dude's a train wreck.
I haven't been to Instagram in a while, and some of the images that are on there kind of shocked me. People getting a little bit more risque and so forth.
What?
All right, I'm looking at. Oh no, he is on Instagram, and I've already seen multiple political posts.
He's crazy.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing is images of. It's Trump's wife, Biden. There's no art here at all. Maybe there's a few little quick sketches, but that's it. His Instagram is boring as hell. Unless, of course, you like that kind of stuff.
He's completely lost his shit.
And then he's showing pictures of old stuff. There's very little new stuff here at all.
Because he doesn't make anything new. He can't finish anything.
That's sad.
He went on some weird suicidal thing years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And he hasn't been right ever since. He completely melted down.
That's too bad. Well, at least you have that annual to look at, right, Todd?
That's right.
There's a lot of there's a lot of artists out there that, you know, they may have gone crazy, but at least we have, you know, some of their more classic stuff to make us happy. Man, he's showing a lot of older stuff. I don't want to share this stuff just simply because it's so full of, you know exactly what it's full of. Nope, no need to follow there. Oh, well. All right, well, guys, I don't think there's anybody else out there right now. But I appreciate everybody who came in and visited. And thank you to Kodiak and Dillard and Trusty and Nighthawk who were all out there. And hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. And, Ruben, nice to see you again. And we'll wrap up and do this again next week and bore everybody out of their mind. I don't know why we still do this.
Oh man, I totally just came up with a better name.
I don't have any jokes this time. I'm too messed up.
Sock Knob?
Sock knob.
Yeah.
Oh, like
All
you
right.
change it live?
Yeah, he did. Cool. I didn't know you could, but that's cool.
Maybe they've changed it because at one point you couldn't. You had to back out to change it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm sorry I'm not more lively tonight. I'm just exhausted.
I think everybody's that way.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I'm
we're gonna
jacked up.
we're gonna wrap up the stream. I appreciate you guys coming in and visiting, and we will talk again next week sometime. Bye.
Peace.